What up, people? Coach V, New Breed Boxing. Time management. Time management is one of the most critical, crucial factors in determining whether or not you hit your goals. And it's also what separates the legends from the fly-by-nights. Before we get into it, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so and hit that notification bell. So it's not even a doubt. Time is the most important precious commodity that we have in this world. So the better you manage it, the better your life will be, and the easier, you're gonna be able to move from one day to the next en route to your long-term goals. So what I like to do is I like to reverse engineer my year. I like to look at the whole year in advance, and I ask myself, what do I want to accomplish by the end of the year? Then I put that to the side. People might disagree with this, but I personally like to put my personal obligations, whoever the people are that mean the most to me, the couple of days of the year, anniversaries, birthdays, whatever the case may be. I mark those days off in the calendar specifically for them, and that's it. It's not negotiable. I'm still probably gonna do something earlier that morning anyway. It ain't too many days, not enough to impede on my success. So to make sure these people don't hate me, because I'm already spending a lot of time dedicated towards perfecting my craft and doing what I gotta do, so you gotta balance that out. Then from that point, I look at what, say for example, you wanna be an amateur boxer and fight 10 times a year, let's just say, right? So I'm gonna look at what days, what days I consistently can dedicate to that. So let's just say Saturday is the day, every second Saturday of the month is the day that I know for a fact that I have the least obligations, so I can show up as clear-minded as possible to perform at my best. So now I'm gonna plan my daily routines around that schedule. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta establish a consistent sleep schedule. Your bedtime and your wake-up time has to be as consistent as possible. If you're going to sleep at different times, it's gonna throw you off. It's just not, it's not the optimal way to live, because you're gonna be burnt out more than others. Some days you're gonna be burnt out a little bit more than others. Things happen. Sometimes you don't factor in certain things in life. But for the most part, you wanna be as regimented and consistent as possible with your sleep schedule. That's the first thing. Then you have your morning routines, whatever that may be. But the next thing you're gonna have to obviously already have planned out is your diet. I think meal prepping is great. It saves you a lot of guesswork and just decision fatigue. I laugh. People talk about decision fatigue because they don't know what to eat or what clothes to wear. Like, that's hilarious to me. I got 1,000 of the same shirts and shorts and shoes and all this kind of stuff. People might think this is monotonous and boring, but that's what success is. It's monotonous, it's boring, it's a day-to-day, tedious, consistent, routine. But at the end of the day, it's like training. You can't be a world-class fighter if you don't train. These are the small day-to-day efforts that lead to achieving these big goals, short-term and long-term. So basically, that's the whole thing. So we want to make sure we got a consistent sleep schedule, consistent morning routine, pre-planned out, consistent diet, even the clothes that you wear. Find clothes that you like, buy a bunch of them, have them all hung up, have it all planned out, prepare the day before, have everything already laid out. And I can guarantee you, if you do this, if you've never done this before, try it out for 1 year. I can guarantee you will not going back to living erratically, living by the seat of your pants, flying around from one obstacle to the next and just burning yourself out. Because that's what eventually winds up happening is you wind up running in circles, chasing your tail, and living a disorganized life is just counterproductive to achieving goals. And that's pretty much it, man. So like I said, reverse engineer the year, get your sleep schedule, your diet, and your daily routines in check. Set your goals around that, set your goals and work around, whatever your daily obstacles are. Try to automate them as much as possible. That's gonna help you optimize your days from one day to the next. And that really is the key to success. And with that being said, you'll be able to achieve your goals a lot quicker in a shorter period of time, so you can move on to bigger and better things. And next thing you know, your initial goals will probably pale in comparison to what you want to being able to do down the road, because as you accomplish more, you set your sights on bigger and better things, and that's just the way it goes. So plan everything out in advance. Hope you found this informative. If you did, like, subscribe, comment below. Go check out my Instagram at coach.v_. Till the next time, we out.